Hello everybody, Jam here, and welcome to the start of another series. I'm taking part in DOR's Retro GT Season 4. It's the third time I've entered this series, and it's the third different car I'm using, and I'm just really excited for it. It's always a good series, and I'm hoping to do quite well, maybe. I've done okay in the past in this one, so as always, it's mainly for a bit of fun, but yeah, I'm going to be trying to bring my highlights from my races every week, hopefully on a Thursday. If I manage to stick to that for all the rounds, it'll be a minor miracle, but that is my intention at the moment. While I'm waffling, you're currently watching my qualifying lap from the first round. As you can see, we're at Watkins Glen, and if you can't tell from my beautiful in-car camera and the terrible triple mirror, I'm in the Datsun 280ZX this series. So yeah, third different car in 3 seasons as well. I think I might have already mentioned that. Look at me, I'm already rambling and getting my facts wrong, and we're only a minute into the video, so you know I'm going to be on form as per usual. I think there were 3 lobbies in what's the word? I don't know. There were 3 lobbies in this in the first round, so this qualifying lap would obviously not only dictate where I started on the grid, but also which lobby I'm in. Which lobby I'm in is very important, because the higher the lobby, the more points I can get. Obviously, in general, you always want to qualify as best as you can. This was actually my first attempt at a qualifying lap. You can see on the lap counter this is lap 2 of 4. So the first lap of qualifying is an out lap, and then you get 3 flying laps. I thought I put in a relatively cautious, slowish banker lap on this first one. Turns out I couldn't beat it, so there we go, across the line on a 44.7. I knew I could go a little bit faster, but when you've only got 3 laps, I didn't think it was too bad. So on to the first race then, and we're starting 15th out of 17 in A lobby. I made the top lobby, very happy with that. But with DOR's promotion and relegation system, I'm currently going to be in the position to drop into B lobby for the second race. So we've got to try and make some moves. Of the 17 drivers, one is DOR Steve in a safety car, so he's not actually in this race, so I'm technically 15th out of 16. So Koenigsegg just in front of me in 14th at the moment, also getting relegated. So we need to try and make some moves and get at least into P13, that's the target, so we can stay in this lobby for the second race. And there's a very lag-out car there, and a very weird laggy crash, because Koenigsegg very much didn't hit anything, as you can see on my screen, and that's both of us with a lot of damage. Very unfortunate. I think it was Jular that lagged out there. Yeah, and it caused a massive accident. Fortunately, there was a safety car, so I could pit for damage. Koenigsegg and I managed to swap positions in that somehow as well. I managed to get round to the pits with slightly less damage than him, maybe. But Savitar? I can't remember. The guy in the Ferrari ahead. Sorry if I got the game tag wrong. Has obviously jumped both of us in that. So as a net result, I'm still sort of in the same place, although we have all gained 1 position on Jular that lagged out. So now I just need the 1 position. If I can get past 1 person, I can stay in this lobby for the next race. And Savitar looking up the inside of RSR Liprokov, I think it is, into the bus stop, and not really making it stick. I'll tell you what, I got held up a little bit there. I was trying to set up for a move into this long right-hander, but Koenigsegg closed right in on me as well and was having to go on the exit. Fortunately, we sailed through there without too much drama in the end. Oh, that's a little bit wide. That's a big snap. I crashed there last year. That made me very nervous. But fortunately, not too much of a big twitch. Tiny bit of it oversteer on the exit of the next corner as well. Next lap into the bus stop then. And I think Savitar might have been trying to get past Liprokov again, but then they both get held up on the exit, and I can sneak past 1. I'm trying to sneak past 2. What a double move this would be. Problem is, Ferrari doing a cutback. We're now 3 wide as we exit the long right-hander and enter the next corner. Late on the brakes in the middle of the track. Little bit of contact from the left-hand side. We've got Koenigsegg directly behind me getting involved in the mirror as well now, and they're 3 wide behind me. And somehow, I've made up 2 positions in all of that. Going through into the toe, it's Liprokov that's come out in the best of that, but wow. Jumping through quite a long way into the race. Mandatory pit stop in both races. I've obviously already taken 1, but it was outside the pit window, so that didn't count, and that's tight on the exit. Who's that? Is that Liprokov? Oh no, it's Flex. So Flex is a couple of places further up. Obviously, you lose a lot of time coming out of the pits. Say, on the exit, I was actually slightly ahead of Flex, but by the time you get to the next braking zone, you carry so much more momentum on a flying lap. Anyway, we're still behind Flex though, so... Oh, this is the last lap. Interesting. So we've got Flex right in front, Koenigsegg just behind. We can see him in one of the mirrors, one of the many mirrors. I sort of understand the idea of the 3 mirrors. That doesn't really work on Forza, at least. It's just a little bit distracting. Anyway, yes, last lap, and it's been one of those races where the 3 of us, ever since I came out of the pits, it's just sort of been close-ish. But we finally get a really good run out of the toe corner. Look to the inside, switch to the outside. Oh, it's the heel corner. This is the heel corner. And I really wasn't quite expecting to hold it around the outside, but I wanted to try it because I thought the best chance of a move would be on the inside of this left-hander. And I'm there, and I've got a good exit, and I'm in P11, but there's tyres all over the place. I think I've moved over too much and touched Flex, and I've had a terrible line through the second to last corner. And there's Flex right on my outside, and Koenigsegg's there as well. You can see the arrow. I think there's a little bit of contact between us as well. I'm flicking into the first-person view, or third-person view, to see where it's all settled down. Flex has had a great run out of that. And we all sort of ended up finishing where we started that lap. So, yeah, not the most exciting race. Big crash early on. I seemed to jump to some people in the pits, and then a little bit of a battle at the last lap, but that was it. So we're on to race 2. The top 10 had been reversed, but obviously Flex, myself, and Koenigsegg, being 11th, 12th, and 13th, not affected by that. But you can see the very pink machines of the guys that were the aliens that are really quick and actually won the first race. So it might get interesting because there might be more bunching in front of us. In front of Flex was quite a big gap, I believe, in the first race. Also in this race, after being promoted from B lobby, was my teammate. Nice third to third race for him in B lobby, allowing him to start last in this one. And that's a brilliant run once again. We seem to be quite quick out of there, especially compared to Flex. And we're on the outside again, but committed to it a little bit more than before. Can we hang it round the outside again? Not on this occasion, which is more like what I was expecting to happen when I tried it in the last race. But oh, that's a little bit wide through the third to last corner. Need a good exit there. Yeah, see Koenigsegg sticking his nose in, but fortunately quite a good exit allowed me to keep P12. So yeah, obviously this is the second of 2 races, so we haven't got to worry about relegation or anything in this one. Lobbies set as they are for now, and that's that. So we're just racing for points. But we're going to be losing points if we're losing positions. And Koenigsegg sending one down the inside. I look to counter though. That's a great exit of turn 2. Well, this is never going to be fun going side by side through here. I'm on the inside for the first part, but I need to get my turn in right for the next part, and that's not getting it right. That's being in the wall. And then there's a huge crash ahead. We dive onto the grass and check the mirror because Rye absolutely clattered into the car that was rolling across. And that was a very, very big accident, so we're going to have a safety car in this race as well. So we're jumping quickly to the restart, and we've moved up to P10 in all of that. A couple of cars having quite the accident. Koenigsegg's still ahead of us, so that's not so fun. We beat him in the first race. Come on, we can beat him in the second one. A bit of a good run round the first corner again, but we're not close enough to try and make it side by side round here this time. Not sure if I would have gone for it, even if I had the momentum after what happened last time I tried it. Not a very good start from the people behind us, though. So I've got a little bit of clear air. Ooh, they're side by side. Up ahead. I had a little look to the inside. Never going to make that 3 wide though, but they've both run deep. I think there might have been a little bit of contact between the two and sent each other wide. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll take that position, chaps. That'll do me nicely. And yeah, right, so that's jumping from lap 5 and the next clip onto lap 6. Is that all? What's going on here then? So we're currently in P8. Ooh, get me. Single digits. And something's going on up ahead. You've got the pink machine of EFC barcode, and that is carried rejoining onto the track. A little bit of side-by-side contact there. And we know this car's very good on the exit of the toe, but a bit of a tight line, not really one you be, and that Mustang's got some fantastic momentum. It's going to be side-by-side into the next braking zone. We've got the inside here. We've been on the outside a couple of times. Small rub once again. Letting him use a little bit of the curb, giving him as much room as you can, and he's on the inside for the left-hander, and that's where I wanted to be when I was trying to overtake Flex at the end of the last race. That's what I wanted to do, but Carriage managed to pull it off where I couldn't before. So we jump further on to the next lap. What's going on now? Still same position. Oh, someone's off onto the grass over there. That would be ART Dimes in the Audi. I know it's an Audi, but you're not meant to go rallying. Not in this series. I'm sure everyone flew across that bit of grass on at least one occasion across the 2 races. I'm sure I did, even if I didn't catch it on camera. And talking about going across the grass, I was just too close up behind Dimes and missed my braking point because I couldn't see it. And that's 4 places lost, including to my teammate. Hey, Assassin, I told you he was in this one. He's good race from him so far then, because he would have started last, being the 3rd of the 3 coming up from B Lobby, TBK behind, also another one coming up from B Lobby. But yeah, Assassin would have started last, currently up in P12. Oh, that's a big move from Rye there, the 3rd of the cars coming up from B Lobby. We've seen them all. Hello chaps, welcome to the 2nd race. Oh, what's going on now? We've jumped to lap 9. I think I decided to pit at the end of lap 7. There we go, yes, I must have pit because Rye's now coming out the pits. And we saw I was just ahead of Rye before, and we've just cleared him before the S's. And once again, using that momentum that I mentioned in the first race, he was right there on the pit exit, but by the time we get down towards the bus stop, the gap is pretty big. And there's a big slide from Dibes, and once again, we're looking behind, and Rye's not had a good day of it. I don't know if you could see that, but that's the 2nd crash that Rye has not been involved in, but got caught up in. Well, I suppose that wasn't a crash, but yeah. Not the best track car avoidance stuffs. Oh, there's 2 cars coming out of the pits there. Was that my teammate and Flex? That's... Yes, of course, both of those are in front of me because I've made my mistake. I completely blanked that out. So that is 2 positions gained after... That's yeah, pretty good. Made a mistake, lost some positions. Now just gained them back. So we're on the back of Koenigsegg. Now, he obviously overtook us in the earlier on in this race. We got him back when he had a little incident with Flex. And now I want to try and get back past him again by the looks of things. But speaking of Flex, he's also right there. This whole evening was like Koenigsegg, me and Flex just sharing roughly the same bit of tarmac. So much of it was that sort of distance I mentioned in the first race. This sort of distance. It's sort of, he's just there, I'm just here, Flex is just back there. And we were all relatively well matched, and that was the end of that. And I finished P9. So we actually sort of swapped positions from each other in the 2 races. It was I can't remember which way around it was. It was Flex, me, Koenigsegg, and then Koenigsegg, me, Flex. So we're all on the same points and all inside the top 10 somehow. Oh no, 9th, 10th, and 11th overall in the standings after round 1. So pretty good so far. And the team standings, there may have been a teensy bit of an error in the fact that we were forgotten. But I think we would have been 4th or 5th, not sure. Anyway, that's the end of round 1, and I'll see you next week for round 2. Until then, goodbye.